the Glamba Enterprise and Holt. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, viewers. We are the Glamba and Holt Enterprise. We came into an agreement to create outfits for ourselves. So the Glamba Enterprise we wanted to make 2 outfits, and we met the Holt Enterprise, and they offered for us to make an outfit. Since we had a shoemaker, they would also want a shoe made, and they offered that shoe would have to provide the materials for it. And you can see the model is here with the outfit that was made and the shoe. So it was sketched out. The shoe as well. The dress was sketched out, and the shoe was also drawn. The shoe was also drawn out, and yes, I can showcase it. So this is the outfit that was made, the roses. So this is the sketch of what we wanted, or what they wanted to make. So they described it to us, and we drew out the sketch and created this beautiful outfit, as well as the sandal she's putting on, by one of our team members.
The African Union, I'm a Jibos member of the Glamba company. We don't produce the footwear.
Okay. And so the outfit was made by the 3 of us while we produced the footwear. So our group is comprised of Black Classic and Glamour Goddess Fashion, and Mawa. So we all joined hands and created this beautiful outfit, and you can see it here. So let me hand over to the Holt Enterprise.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Africa. We have Holt Enterprise. Holt Enterprise is a fashion company. We sew, we style, and we design apparel for existing clients and new prospects. We into unisex, both adults and children. Holt Enterprise comprises of cable couture, high city hair, Ola Stitches, Lucy Legacy, and we have Trish Empire. Our company is known for uniqueness, excellence, and our company is known for uniqueness, excellency, and good customer relationship. We actually went to different companies to bargain business with them. We met with Classic Enterprise. We met with if I may look through. We met with TJRH and H Enterprise, while we finally met with Glambaf Enterprise. Our discussion with the previous enterprise, which is Classic and JRH Enterprise, didn't favor us. So we finally went to negotiate business with Glambaf Enterprise. So with Glambaf Enterprise, we told them what we want, and we saw it as a fair and due business that we could meet up to our expectation. So meeting with them, they told us they want 2 dresses, outfits from us. One was a mesh dress, the other one, this is it. The other one was a jumpsuit with links, which we produced. So in exchange to that, we requested that we wanted them to make a dress for us and a picture sandal, which is on our model here. So looking at this, with the 2 companies, we saw it as a fair and due relationship, business partnership. So after getting an agreement with them, because my company doesn't have a shoemaker, but that company had a shoemaker, and they requested they wanted 2 dresses from us. But since we don't have a shoemaker, we said, okay, they should make this dress for us with a pair of shoes. How we came to business agreements, and this is what we have as a business. So I would say that we had
It's beautiful. It came out beautifully. And with the fabrics we had available, and we gave it to them to take. So we're beautiful.
We also had challenges while dealing with the fabrics, because the fabric was too stretchy and it was really jumping off the sewing machine. But because we are known for excellence, we put in all our efforts, we put in all our best to maintain our customer relationship. Thank you.
Before they leave, I would just like us to have like 1 or 2 minutes to ask them 1 or 2 questions. I have a question for Lamba. My question is, you didn't say anything about having a fair deal with your counterparts. So would you say that you had a fair deal? Did you like what they made for you? Did they meet your expectations? Because Coles actually told us that they are so happy with the business they had, the business deal they had with you was a fair deal, and as far as they are concerned, they would like to do business with you in the future. If possible, make you their business partners. So do you feel the same way?
Yes, maybe I didn't explicitly state that it was a fair deal, but I said we love what we saw, and yes, would love to work with you in the future and partner with you in the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Coles and the presentation. Please let's clap for them again. Okay, good pictures.
stand up, down, come, you stand up. The left one to stand down, the third one to stand up.
I'm not discussing.
It's okay like that, it's okay like that.
Hello, baby girl.
Wow, this is amazing. Can't you clap for them? Can we have the next company?
So before us here is Wings Slice Enterprise and TJR and H Enterprise. So they're going to be telling us how they had their business transactions, if it was a fair deal, what they traded, if it was good for good, service for service, and of course we're going to expect every member of this board that we have here tonight to express themselves. Let us know how each and every one of them felt about the business. So let's give it up for them.
Thank you. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. It's an absolute pleasure to have you all seated here this beautiful evening to witness a successful business transaction between my company and one of the most recognized fashion brands in Nigeria. On my team, I have the general manager who oversaw the whole process of this project in the person of House of Koba. And also I have the production manager or head of production, and I must truly commend him for his dedication towards this production. And he is Bruce Before. Thank you so much, Bruce. And for the PR team, I have Mother IG and my humble self, Louis Styles. And it was an amazing thing to have you this next. Okay, and to the entire team of TJR and H Enterprise, especially to the head designer, Head Fashion, or Head Clothing. It's an absolute pleasure to have or welcome you here today. Thank you for doing business with us. For us on the Wings Slice Enterprise, our brand is built on uniqueness, value, and innovation. But understanding that true learning and success does not just only come from isolation and personal production, but it comes especially from inspired partnership. And this collaboration is a perfect example of each company recognizing each other's strength and uniqueness. We have always admired the TJR and H Enterprise for their attention to detail, commitment to work and skillful production. And when the opportunity came to collaborate with your company, it wasn't so difficult to accept the business proposal. The agreement between us was beautifully simple and of mutual respect. You, the master of productions on both companies, had really worked so hard to bring our latest line of designs to life, turning blueprints and sketches into wearable art. And in turn, we offer you something precious, if my team could agree to that. One of a kind. This wasn't just a collaboration, this is the token of shared success. And I must confess, it was a smooth business deal. Yeah, so, it was an opportunity for both brands to evaluate ourselves and take it up to the next level. And from the depth of our hearts, we want to first say thank you for your commitment and collaboration, and we hope for more partnership. Before I give the stage to my associates to also share what their experience was throughout the process of the production, I would like to tell us about the origin of this collaboration. The idea of this collaboration originated from the heart of FashionCrib Africa reality TV show, a place where great minds meet to express and showcase talent. So at this platform, we represented this collaboration opportunity
And today, I am excited to present to the world the result of our business transaction. And here we have a simple, fine gentleman dressed in a stylish piece made out of the bright blue and peach colored jokoso and crepe fabrics respectively. And the good news is this pieces was exactly what we ordered for. As you can see, the CGR and H Enterprise did not disappoint our expectations. So on that note, permit me to allow my general manager here, who signed this agreement between us, to please tell us what the experience was like working with.
The experience was really good. Working with them wasn't very difficult. And we are really grateful making the tool to work with. They are good people and they deliver exact what we want. We check the outfit, the neatness, it was really complete.
He would also like to hear from the head of production.
Yeah, so from the business we had our image, the design was carefully designed. Though it had its complications, but also we had the production manager at some point to give us an clear idea of what we wanted. I think we delivered exactly what we wanted. I also want to appreciate my team because we made sure everything went smoothly and it was all clear.
There's a beautiful PR officer who, seal the beautiful negotiations.
Alright, it's not so easy to get someone to help people with something we've created. And getting to meet the TJRH company, it was almost like it was impossible because they have this big connection. And when we finally did, it was a great opportunity working with them because they gave good attention to detail and then we are very focused on the work, so we really love it.
Thank you. And I must confess, your customer follow-up and carry along was top notch.
Yes.
At every step of production, we brought them into the picture to make sure we delivered what they wanted, and we also delivered what they wanted. And at this juncture, I would like to give it up to the head of production.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, our counterparts. So, I'm the head of production. Helps and to my left is the managing director at Footwears. Next is Trending Fit Empire, Fashion Empire, and over there is JK Footwears. The Trending Fit is the assistant production manager and Footwear. Now the difference with my company is we deal on footwears and clothing. Yeah. So we have to honor the footwear aspects and two personnel also that deals with the clothing aspects. So we had a very, very good business contract deal with the Slice Enterprise. So just like she said, meeting them also, when they came to us initially, they were the first to approach us. Right, okay. So immediately I saw them from the approach of the manager. I was like, it's company is really going to work with. I told my friends so. Other companies were on. But their approach and their request actually wasn't different from ours. Because they were requesting for a male outfit. And we were also requesting for a male outfit. So there was a balance in between. So it wasn't that difficult to work with. Where they brought in our motto as a company, we deal with competence, neatness, excellence, and punctuality. So we were able to meet with them again. So we had the deal. We collected the materials and the productions and put them as. So, and let me read out the details of their outfit, which we made sure. I personally made sure there was no single part of it that was skipped. The contract that was given to my company was a two-color combination of a male outfit, and the fabric was a royal blue jonkoso and a peach crepe. The details of the one, the top will be combined with the royal blue and peach fabric. The right hand side of the top will be the blue included with the sleeve, but there will be a peach band 2-inch wide at the edge of the sleeve. The left hand side of the sleeve will be the peach included with the sleeve with a royal blue 2-inch wide band at the edge of the sleeve. Towards the down part of the left hand side of the top, just below the peach, the royal blue will also appear, but in a slope form. That is basically. So you can be looking at the details while I'm reading. The top is also going to be a shoulder opening and with a blue neck. It will slide towards the right at the bottom, which is a slide at the place of the top here. The left side will be shorter, while the right hand side will be longer. At the back of the top, there will be a floating cape carrying the peach fabric and a 2-inch blue tape line in the middle. The top is to have a 2-inch inner pocket with a blue color tip. The top is a silver stud stone placed in spaces at the joining where both colors of fabrics meet. So you can see the stones here. The outfit is to have a plain blue joggers pant with 4-inch slit at the base of the pant by the sides of both legs. Note, we did JR and H Enterprise, well known for our competence, neatness, dedication, and in excellence. We put in every request in detail and made sure every need of our client was met, and we were able to bring out a very perfect job. So, to our own request, we requested for an elder statesman, senator wear, simple and unique, with some pitch of 4 lines sliding down from the right to the left, while at the edge of the sleeves we also have these 4 pitch lines. At the back there will be a zipper line from the top down to the bottom. So at the flap there will be 3 fancy buttons. And if you can take the detail, I love that particular pattern that this company, this mix did. Because they know the name of this concept we give them. So they picked a detail button which was carrying the face of the tiger. So that's to say, when you talk about an elder statesman, you can also always refer them to one of the strongest animals. Can be a lion, can be a tiger, and can be a cheetah like that. So when I saw that button alone, and I saw the details of the work, and the trouser also slit, 4-inch slit by the sides. So when I saw the work, I know that definitely we are meant to one of the best company in the world. So we did details. So please continue. If I'm saying the truth, my friend, yeah, then no. So that's to tell you that these both parties came to a very good conclusion and a well carried out contract with a successful end. And with this, because we sealed a very, very long time contract, we are ready to carry on.
A round of applause for Enterprise and TJR and H Enterprise. But before they leave, I would like to ask a question. Meanwhile, I like the way Inisa introduced her crew. And I didn't get that from you. So let's have your team introduce themselves. You know our viewers are watching and they would like to know who we are by our names in case they want to do business with us. So let's introduce the crew from TJR and H Enterprise.
Okay. To my very right, to my very left, this is the general manager.
Good day, Africa. Good day, Nigeria. Good day, FashionCRIB Africa. So we are here to introduce THR and H Enterprises. So we are here to introduce ourselves right now. We work with the very enterprises. So we working with them, find it so easy. So my name is Haru Footwear. Sorry for making that mistake. So we are here together. So we're working with them. The contract we have is soon very, very unique. So we work with them in a unique way to find it so easier to work with them. So we love to work with them in case of next time.
Here is the assistant production distribution university.
Good day, my fellow creatives. I am Trinity Fashion Empire, and I'm the assistant production manager. And one thing I love about this company is how calm and relaxed they were when it came onto us. Like it was like the confidence they did not want to make you to disappoint them. Like the confidence and trust that they had for us, it was a great feeling for you not to disappoint them. And that is what I love the most. Thank you.
Okay, and to the extra end is our very own, the PRO of the company. Please, he will introduce himself. And our stylist also.
Yeah, okay, now let us say very thankful company. They really meet us of our expectation. Why make it KK Press and PRO, TJR and etc. So together with Website Enterprises was really great. Personally, I would like to acknowledge their approach when they came to us for the deal. It was a really nice conversation, and we really love to do the deal with them. So they really met up our expectation, like the star, the detail of the star reviews. It was really nice, and we love to do the deal with them again.
Okay, so very quickly, just one question. And that question goes to Wim's slides. Okay, I observed that TJR and H Enterprise have shoemakers in their midst. Perhaps you should have demanded for footwear, but you didn't. You have fashion, you have clothes makers, they have clothes makers. but you decided to both request for clothing, which you can make and they can make. Why was it so?
Thank you for that question. Well, when we first brought out, there was a demand for footwear, but given to the time of delivery, we couldn't place that order, and we had to slash our orders on both ends. I think they also wanted a female outfit, and we also wanted a female outfit in place of a footwear, and we wanted a female outfit in place of another male top. Yes, so due to the short time for delivery, we had to come down to a common ground. And like I said before, our agreement was very simple and effective. Thank you very much.
Okay, let me just add to that. Knowing very well that this was our first contract, that it was like a tryout for both parties. So we just like she said, due to the time frame, we broke down, like slightly down some requests and wanted to see what we can actually produce. One, the timing, the competence first. That is one thing we needed from both parties. Then, maybe as time goes on, definitely they already have some design of footwear. We're ready to produce, but as time goes on, we are going to show up. Thank you very much.
Film Slice and CJR and H Enterprise for enlightening us about your business deal. We are so glad about that. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. So let's give it up to Wow. That was a good one. You could agree that it was amazing having these two companies on stage tonight. In fact, FashionCrib has opened our eyes to a whole lot that we didn't imagine that we were going to be having. And this has been so much fun. This has been so good. So without wasting much of our time, we're going to be inviting Classic and the Cribs to join us on stage. Classic Business Enterprise and the Cribs. So here we have Classic Business Enterprise and the Cribs. These are their board of directors for both companies. Just like the other two that we had on stage, they are going to introduce themselves, their businesses, their board members, and the roles that they played in achieving the trade that they engaged in tonight. So let's hear from you.
Okay, this is Cribs company, and this is also Classic Enterprise. what we call the barter system. So these documents have signatures of each and every representative here, and that means that every person seated here had a consent of this deal. So we have director in the person of Mr. Bobo and me, which we have a signatory, and also we have the CEO, the person of Sour Expression, and also we have the signatory, we have the public manager, Emperor Food Springs, we also have the signatory, and also we have the procurement manager and person of Jojo Fashion. So each and every representative here, like I said, had their signatures on this contract. So a quick one, we had our differences as much as we had a mutual understanding. Right from my left, from my right, we have a model which came to us with a design of what they want, printed on paper. I wish they had it here so I can actually show you. So you can understand. Yes. So this is the bill material that was properly knitted, and also we had black thread on it to complement the beauty that came out. We also had a shoe that went out to complement the whole outfit. As you can see, this is a beautiful outfit that can be worn any day, anytime, considering the situation or circumstances you find yourself. It is easily worn as much as it has a lot of space in it to complement the fitting. So, working with the Bees enterprise wasn't so easy because we had a little clash here and there because of the design we brought to them. But most importantly, as business people, we are meant to face challenges at every point. But what stood out to us is the fact that we drew to a certain conclusion and it went so well. So I will also be introducing the design they made for us, which was really, really good and proud of, and was they did an absolute work of art on this. So please stand. Thank you. As we can see right from my left is the design we placed on order from the Bees Enterprise, and looking at the detailing of this dress, you will know that it was truly a work of art. The Bees Enterprise did justice to this Jokoso fabric and also a cotton color of fabric. They did absolute justice to it. They also made a footwear for us because we came to a conclusion. We had a shoemaker from our company as they also had a shoemaker from the company. So it was a total mutual understanding between both parties. As you can see, the whole idea of this outfit came from the draft we had in our company. This is purely work of art. We went ahead to think beyond the normal to create this beautiful piece. You can imagine that we can create work of art out of actually nothing. You get it? The fact that we could create a draft on fabric as a design, and then, I mean, working with people who understood every detailing and assignment. Working with a company that understood the assignment was actually just the best. As much as this outfit looks good on our model, it could actually look good on any person, be it a female or a male. So you can bet that this deal was actually full power. And right on my left is, please introduce yourself. So
my name is Hidel. I'm production manager at So dealing with the varsity,
so much. Let's hand over to our
Good evening, Africa. This is the FashionCrib Africa. And this is your parents, my counter-fashion. And the publicity is Africa for the good trends. Working with the classes with enterprise was a great thing. We work up to a lot of brands to work with, but we are not satisfied with the approach. But classic with enterprise, we love their excellent spirit and we pay attention to details. So they gave us the best, absolute best. So working with them was a great thing. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Africa. My name is FashioncribTv. I'm the CEO of the Cribs company. Well, I don't have much to say, but most importantly, I would say it's nice working with a classic business enterprise because while partnering with them, we're open to a lot of ideas, challenges, but most importantly, as my manager said, it was a great deal and a fair one of that. So thank you. Alright, drawing to a conclusion, you would admit that both parties on the other end had a good deal. So you would believe that truth be told, the Biz Enterprise are amazing people and they understood every detail of this craft. So I would like to say thank you so much for bringing our design to reality. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure working with you. Thank you so much.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, I would like to appreciate our partner. It's nice sitting with you tonight. The organizers we had, it's a good last and it's a good day sitting with you tonight to discuss the fruit of our collaboration. And I would like to introduce our business to you. Our name is Classic Biz Enterprise. We are a fashion brand that deals with business space. It's opportunity to go on buildings, anything fashion. I'm also sure how.
Very Africa. I know you play good fashion. So classic is it.
Okay, that's it. I would love to introduce Miss Jojo Fashion as our procurement manager. So stay tuned while I hand over the mic to our managing director to share with us
the opportunity working with us. Our negotiation started within the hours of school and lasted for about 3 hours. And I can see for free, it's a very unique collaboration. And I can tell you for free, we had our differences at first, tried to negotiate because we came up with a difference now. And our fabric was not too much. And that is where it stands when we partner with a company that understands what fashion means. We had our photograph, we had positions that led to us. But trust me, I can tell you for free, it's a great pleasure working with you. So we came up with a particular design which we call the rock 80s. It's a combination of the crop top, shoulder sleeve crop top, and the boot cut trouser. And we came up with something else which we call the approaching fit. And I can tell you for free, they deliver nothing short of results. It's been a great pleasure working with you in this research. A lot of times of work. And my team and I really appreciate your effort. At first, it seems as if we don't deliver, but it's my greatest pleasure. Both parties delivered, and that's when we even meet the time frame set for this particular project. And we look forward to greater collaboration very soon.
That was an amazing one from this team. Very, very amazing. Can we clap for them again? I also noticed that in this group, they both have shoemakers and dressmakers, but they decided to make the same thing for themselves. That is one. So is it because of the design? Because, can you please stand? This is so amazing. In fact, when I was looking at it, I'm like, is this drafts? Is this chairs? And I mean, what should you call this? A lot of work would have been put into this. Yeah. You know, the design is so amazing, it's so beautiful. You could tell that this is not a piece that should be made in 24 hours. Yeah. But I can tell again that it was made in less than 24 hours. How many clap for them? This is the creativity that we are speaking about. It's the bomb of creativity. And the same thing goes with what we have here. It's so amazing. And I'm still asking, is it that this party could not produce this, or this one could not produce this? What made you think they should make a dress or a dress for me, and they should also make a dress for me? What was the idea behind all this? Because I was expecting that if you're having a barter system, you're giving to someone what the person does not have, and receiving what you cannot do for yourself. So what about the whole idea of make a clothes for me, let me make a clothes for you, when you know that you can make it? Is it because you cannot do the design?
Okay, like I already said, for us, we partnered with like my progress. We partnered with friends around the world. Why not come back home and bring this unique style back? Like you said, we call this fabric, this outfit, the properties, that's bringing back memory. And we look at which company can do this as much as we want it. And lo and behold, the Cribs were the only company that gave us exactly what we want.
A round of applause for that, please. Again, our beautiful lady mentioned that they visited so many other companies to collaborate with them, but they had issues, which brought them back to Classic Bees Enterprise. And I remember that the first group mentioned this sort of issue. So I would like to hear the challenges that led you to leaving the one or two other companies that you visited and settled for Classic Bees.
Alright, let me quickly answer that. So practically, like you said, my said, you see, it's another thing to work with a company that understands the assignments. It's another thing for a company to deliver the assignments. So practically, the Beast Enterprise understood what we wanted. We approached all the companies, they saw the designs. So they felt it was something that would stress them at some point. That was why they did not accept it. But it was an opportunity for the Beast Enterprise to try out something new, something different. As much as they knew that it was going to be a difficult task, but they were able to crush down stone. Yes. So for them it was an opportunity to try out something new and something beautiful. So that was just it.
This is amazing. Please a round of applause for them again. Thank you so much to these great minds that we have here. Viewers all over the world, you can see that the barter system is going nowhere. In as much as we have the money system in different currencies, this is to tell us that if you do not have money to buy goods and services, or even if you have money, but you have something that you can exchange for something else, it is still very much in vogue. Because our designers here have actually explained to us how they can trade footwear for clothing, and if you go outside, you can also trade other things like those that are into hair accessories and so many other things, food stuff and the rest of them. This is just to let us know that we can do so much more with the barter system. Please let's give a round of applause for them again.
From the first group, one group by group. You left the snap.
After this bag. Bring it back. Bring it back.
Okay, at this point, we have come to the end of the show, and we appreciate Fashion Crib Africa for this platform to showcase great talents for great collaboration. We'd like you to join us live every day on YouTube and Instagram at Fashion Crib Africa, and also on some of our channels, channel 136 DSTV and NTA channel 2 and 10. Thank you very much. I'm still my humble self, Lucy's Legacy Closet, a Nigerian-based fashion designer here in Lagos. And with me is Jojo Fashion. He's Togolese, but he is also a Nigerian-based fashion designer here in Lagos. Thank you and good night.
Jojo. He's the one who's
Emperor, I better you're not brother making it to you. How this guy is left, I don't understand. He was busy.
This your shoe, do she now shoe? Shut up. Nothing. I will do this in my life. Jet. So many are too small for bro. I'll let you you don't understand it. This is my shop. You're not supposed to watch it.
A talk like this, there's opportunity for most of you to be here. Most of you have never spoken or defended case in public except you are quarreling with your neighbor. But I've watched you speaking and defending yourself and your brand. And from me, it is not just the picture. I was looking at a bigger picture of what I'm saying. And I was saying future champions negotiating deals worth millions of dollars. I was saying the next generation of the champions of this industry. That is how you should see and carry yourself from now.
Yes, sir.
Learn to carry yourself as a pro that you are.
Yes, Emperor.
I'm not saying be proud.
Yes.
I'm saying carry yourself as a pro that you are. At this point, look at your neighbor and say, congratulations to me.
Congratulations, sir. Congratulations, Ojoju.
Congratulations. I like the dresses. I like the negotiation. And of course,
thank you for
it was indeed a classic battle. Hello, critics.
Hello.
If I want to rate what I saw 200, I think I'll rate 80 and above. The reason why you have that space above is you should always give yourself the opportunity to grow when you have the chance. Creatives.
Yes,
in as much as I enjoy the activities and the way it's going, plus your coordination, when the media is done, I will advise we all retire to our bed because very early we will be having an eviction. Is that clear?
Yes,
Trust me if I say I love you all.
Love you.
That's all for now.
Nothing is music.
I was school small.
Now this one is I will sing when I go dance. And I go dance. When everybody does it, I will not forget that. White boy. Apart from that. Fine boy normally.
Dress you.
Fine boy normally.
Since the cry.
Who introduced you? Yeah, chef, my baby. They bully everybody now. Capture this bully. No. Capture this bully. They don't get to do this.
To me now.
Come back and my baby 986. You know they fear levels. You ain't talk about you can ask them. You see what in the counterfeit. See what in the counterfeit. Chef. Chef. This guy is saying, let me explain. Brother, me are not explain. Explain the cat and
this one is misbehaved now like this. My family itself.
Yes, Jojo, what is that?
More basket.
I'm not afraid. You can give me a headache. You got a headache too much.
Senator. Yes, sir. Calm down. Senator Jakey. Next one I'm doing. Keep on saying so we don't invest you high. Yeah. And what Jakey levels. Senator representing good. Let's have
You need to do it.
Good hearing. Good everywhere. You don't go to second. You don't see the pamper with the invention.
You see, Mommy, I had your national problem. Okay. No problem. Oh, you see.
You deserve your words, sir.
See, people are still there.
Classic this.
When they come down.
Nice party with you.
Well done. Yeah, no, now you rest. If I go for trap, now trap is it. One or two.
Hello, boy.
And this one because joy in the night becomes instead of whipping your hair when it comes to the morning. It may be you.
Can never be me. Can never be me. Can never be. Except you die. And it's all God. Dreams they cry.
Terrible on the beat. As in, you don't
Yeah, arrange a suit.
No, we're talking business.
Which business? This is business.
This business, I'm the one that doesn't we're talking business, you understand? So, my boys are around. Boys are around.
Yeah, you just know where to talk Give it up for if I come over once, no dey sweet me. Welcome to my life. If you go on Monday, it's better for you. Very nonsense, boy. You said, do you know you're talking about the first?
Bank manager.
Bank manager. CEO is a bank manager. You know the bank not the class.
What in time don't pass
What did not close? Your faith there manager hand.
After 12, the final is yes, our fair manager. Your fair how many men you stop for those about this? You know how many things you can stop. You don't go stay quiet. Because if you ever stick, I don't forget that you're still a young boy. Forget I'm wearing this.
You guys did life like this. Hello, JK. Serious.
Thank you. So, first of all, I want to say a big thank you to
You're welcome, sir.
I want to first of all say thank you to every single person for putting in their best into making every design in my life. You guys are amazing. The fact that I have to witness every design here is a win for me. Thank you so much. Thank you. Turn the world around. Honestly, I cannot do it because the world does not even know what we are getting. They have no idea, absolutely. So I want to say a big thank you to every single person who has actually put in their best. In as much as one way or the other we had our differences at some point, but please let it not be the reason why you're going out with a lot of grudges to someone. We are bigger than that. Beyond